Hey, what's up guys? I'm Sal. Thanks for checking out the video. It's been a minute, but I've been traveling for work for the last 9 months and finally just got home. And while I was gone, I couldn't work on my cars, but that doesn't mean I can't order parts for my cars. So a lot of this stuff I've been wanting to buy for years now. And while I was gone, I wasn't really spending my money on anything else. And I thought it was a good opportunity to get a bunch of stuff. I was talking to my parents and my wife when I got home, and they're like, "You know, what would make a great video is opening all of this on camera." So I know what most of the boxes are, but there's definitely some boxes in here that I just don't remember because I ordered it 6 months ago. A lot of these things I've been wanting to buy for 5 years now, like since as long as I've owned the Nissan or as long as I've owned the truck, and it's just I never could bite the bullet on it, and it got to the point where I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm never gonna. If I don't buy it now, I'm never gonna buy it. So, starting with the caveat, this isn't putting me in financial distress. It was just a good opportunity in life to kind of invest in the cars a little bit. Yeah, let's go through this together. Okay, cool. We're gonna start with this guy. I do know what it is, but I'm very excited about this. This is from a guy named Tom Souza on Facebook, and he makes reproduction S13 parts. Oh geez, this is gonna be embarrassing. You're gonna watch me open all these boxes. I've already bought other things from him actually. I bought the window molding, but these are the dash vent covers, and these look awesome. Mine were good, but then they cracked when I was reinstalling them again, and they rattle now. So thankfully, these are really good quality. They're fresh, and I'm really looking forward to getting these installed in the car. Cool. Next up, no idea what this is. Nice. So, this is the first hint towards something we're going to be doing on the Nissan. This is a transmission shaft bolt. I forget which shaft it goes on, but I did all my research and I got a couple of these coming. In fact, I think this might be the other one right here. Oh, wow, that's a little guy. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger than that. But here's the other, yep, transmission shaft nut. Nice. This is, let's see, hopefully you can see this. This is the, it's like the speaker that goes inside of the, or behind the gauge cluster on the Audi. Mine is burnt out, or the speaker's gone, I don't know. And it doesn't do the chime anymore, which is great whenever the check engine light goes off. But it's bad when I leave my lights on and I don't realize it because it's not beeping at me. Cool. Next up we'll go in this box. This is one of the boxes I really don't know what's in here. So we'll find out. It's from Enjuku, so I know it's for the Nissan, but I just don't remember what the heck this is. Ah, I forgot I got this. This is a replacement power steering pump for the SR20 because I redid a bunch of the steering system when I bought the car, but for whatever reason it still whines pretty bad when you're going at low speeds driving around, and there's nothing worse than pulling up to Cars and Coffee with a car that you think is like pretty well dialed, and then you start turning and it's just screeching like crazy. Sick. This thing I've already opened, but I'm really pumped about this. I don't know why it took me so long to buy one of these, but this is I think it's called an endoscope, but it's one of those cameras on like a wire that you can shove down into your engine bay, and then it's got a nice little screen and you can see what's going on. So this is something, again, I don't know how I've gone this long without it, but I'm trying to diagnose a coolant leak on the Audi, and this is going to be super helpful in finding it. Oh, let's see what's up next. Another one from Injuku. Let's see what they got here. Nice. So this is a transmission mount, I guess. It's like an integrated mount and bushing replacement for the Nissan. And then this is a rear main seal for the Nissan. Again, maybe you're starting to pick up what we're going to be doing on the Nissan. Oh, baby. So this right here is a transmission rebuild kit. Bearings, synchros. It's got some seals in here. I guess this is like a paper gasket. And I've said it in a couple videos about the Nissan, but the transmission works fine. It shifts into every gear. It doesn't really grind at all. But there's a couple times where I just can't get it into first gear. And I said this in another video, and I didn't think about it until months after the video was posted. But it whines in every gear except for fourth gear. What that tells you, because fourth gear is the direct drive gear, is that in every other gear it is putting a load on both of the shafts. And the bearings are like absorbing a brunt of that load, right? So because the bearings are going bad, you hear that whine. When it's the direct drive, it's not going onto the counter shaft, I guess. I don't know. I watched a video about it. After I watched the video, it made perfect sense to me. And now I'm just trying to recite a video I watched 5 months ago. But hopefully this solves a bunch of the transmission problems. Again, not sold on redoing it myself. I'll probably have a transmission shop nearby do it for me. But I just wanted to get all the parts. This one is something I definitely do not remember what the heck is in here. It's coming from Canada. Oh, nice. These are all these projects that I'm sitting there going, oh, I'm going to do this when I get home. I'm going to do this when I get home. And now I'm home and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be a heck of a project. But this is it's an AC bracket for an SR20. So my car doesn't have AC in it right now. These compressor mounts don't come up for sale super often. So I saw one for sale on eBay and got it. So just getting the ball rolling on getting some AC in the car. It's something I'd really love to have, but forgot that I got that. Cool. I got a little trifecta here of Prep All, adhesion promoter, and then 2K clear. This is for the Audi. I bought a spoiler for the wagon because I love how the car looks, but the subtle lip spoiler on the wagon, oh man, it makes it look so much better. So I'm gonna try and paint it myself, but I want to make sure that the paint actually sticks to the plastic piece. So I'm gonna see how all that goes. Oh boy. Okay, getting into the good stuff. We'll start with this. Why not? What's the best way of doing this? What the heck is going on? If you guys don't know, Ondori Shop, I found them online. I think they're based in Great Britain somewhere, and they make a bunch of cool aftermarket body parts for a bunch of different cars, but they have a bunch of stuff for S13s as well. So I've been really wanting a G-Grow rear valance for the Nissan to kind of go with this whole body kit style that I have in my head, and I can't find them anywhere, but these guys make a reproduction version of it, and unfortunately to get it shipped across the ocean, across the Atlantic, it's way cheaper for them to cut it in half and then ship it. So it looks like that's what they did, and we got it here now. This must be so painful for them to make like a a high quality fiberglass part and then cut it in half to ship. Because I know when they ship in Europe, they don't have to do this, but it just saves a crap ton of money for them coming, or for me, really. Cool. I think these are technically like my first fiberglass body kit part that I've ever bought. So that's kind of cool. But, oh, I see what's going on here. So this should go, nope. Where's this go? Aha, found it. So that goes like that. Nice. Yeah, I've never done any fiberglass work before, but my dad does it all the time at work, and then one of my friends has done a bunch of fiberglass before as well. So I'm going to be leaning on them a little bit for some tips, but oh, this is going to be sick. I really like how this stuff looks on the car. What is going on in here? This is getting into the good stuff. I think I know what this is. I'm trying to remember what those guys are. Yeah, buddy. So these, if you know what these are, you might start to know what some of these other boxes are. These are Type X turn signal bulbs. I opted for they're like 2-in-1. So it looks like, yeah, that's really cool. So you can do the turn signal and the parking light? I forget what, running light? I don't know. But you can have both of them in the same housing. So if I didn't want to do a separate turn signal, I can run it from the same one. This is genuine Nissan Type X. I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called. What is it called? Support bracket for the Type X bumper. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then these guys, oh, bumper extensions for, you guessed it, the Type X bumper. So, dope. And another little baggie. Let's see what's in the bag. Oh. Oh, nice. Got a little trick-or-treat bag. They were doing a oh, what the? Is this rubber? That's funny. It's like mulch. I got a sticker and some candy though, so that's cool. Cool. This one is pretty exciting. Let's see how to open this best. I think I just got to break all these. Oh, it doesn't help that my fingers are freezing right now. For this guy. Oh, baby. Now this is I guess it's fiberglass front lip for the Type X front bumper. I know that Dorky Dory does the fiberglass reinforced plastic stuff, but this is just fiberglass. This is from a company called Aeroworks in Canada, and from the sounds of it, they do really good work. This actually looks really clean. I'm really excited to see how this fits, but yeah, just straight up fiberglass. They came extremely well packaged. Enough about the car. What's up next? I know what this is, but oh, wow. Well, super close, but I don't want to wrap it up or unwrap it all the way yet, just so I don't scratch it or anything. But new rear bumper for the Tundra, so that's pretty exciting. Made in Taiwan. Bear with me. Oh my God, they're hard to move. You can probably tell this is a replacement front bumper for the Tundra. So that's pretty cool. This one is also dented in a couple spots. It's been like that since I bought the truck. So this will be a nice replacement. We're back on the Nissan now, and this is a new adventure for me on the Nissan. I've never done these before. But these are also from Aeroworks up in Canada. And these are going to be some side skirts. I don't love the Type X style for whatever reason. I don't really know why. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just not really my thing. But if I do have the front and rear stuff going on, I kind of need something with the side skirts. But check that out. And now the Mac Daddy. Gotta figure out what the best way of opening this is. Get that in. Yep, that is the Type X front bumper. This is something I have wanted to buy for literally as long as I've had the Nissan. I think this is the best looking body kit on the car, and man, I am so excited to have this. I think it's one of those things where in my mind I'm gonna have this on and rocking it really soon, but I think in reality it's probably going to be a hot minute before this even remotely ends up on the car, because I hate how cars look when the bumper's black, car's white, side skirt, everything is a different color. I think that's I don't know, it feels wrong. So I'll probably be test fitting it up at some point here because it'll be fun to look at, but I do intend to get it actually painted before it's fully mounted on the car. But the exciting thing to me is I have front bumper, front lip, all the retainer pieces that go together. I got the lights, and then I have the side skirts, I have the rear valance, I have everything, plus the car needs to be painted. So at some point here, throw it all on. Oh, I have new metal bumpers up in the attic. So I have all of the cosmetic pieces to make this car look sick. And it's just a matter of making all the puzzle pieces align and then going and getting it painted, which is a huge expense, as you know, but it's something I think is going to be really worth it for the long haul. Man, I love how this thing looks. It's cool to have a true OEM part as well. All right, that's all the boxes I have for now. I did, unfortunately, just break the tailgate handle on the truck literally 5 minutes ago, so that sucks, but it means another video for you guys. And then, let's see here. Probably the first videos next are going to be the truck bumpers, because those should go pretty quickly. And then still want to refresh the truck power steering. I ordered some tools before I left that should help get that project finally done. I've tried it a bunch of times. And then, let's see, a couple little things on the Nissan. Again, the big stuff isn't going to happen for a little bit, but some small projects for the Nissan. And then, what else do I got? The Audi, I'm trying to find the coolant leak, and then fixing the buzzer in behind the cluster there. And then some tune-up on my wife's car that I probably won't make any videos on. And then let's see here. What else am I forgetting? I don't know. We'll just see what comes next. But yeah, big things are going to be the truck bumpers, truck power steering, refresh in general, and then, oh, the Audi spoiler. I really want to do that. So this was really fun to have Christmas a few weeks early, getting home and having all these boxes waiting for me. But as you know, this is the hard part is still yet to come, making this all actually happen. So yeah, with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I'm really excited to be back. So hopefully a couple videos coming soon. But thanks for subscribing, and have a great rest of your day. Happy holidays.